Alright, so I'm gonna export this mesh to ZBrush. Trying to scale it down to scale 1. So there you go. I will hide everything else, and then actually I'm gonna just isolate this one, like solo this one out, so I can only see my new base mesh. And then this UV map, check morph UV to check if the UV is correct. So it's correct because ZBrush is upside down by default. So this is correct. Then I'm gonna do the projection now. So there's subtool under project. This button called project all. This basically take all the details from B mesh to the A mesh. So one caveat that you gotta remember is you only wanna check the visibility that you want to get the projection. So in this case, I just want to get the detail from his head, and nothing from the eye or hair. So I'm just turn on the source head and then the target head. Okay, so I will add subdivision. Just divide, and then click project all. As you can see, it takes some details. Oh, before I do, I actually need to mask out the inner mouse, because inner mouse wasn't there before in the source mesh, and then now it's been added, right? So it's gonna get messed up if I just isolate this area. This area will get messed up, so I'm gonna mask this area out so it won't get any projection on. So what I will do is I will actually increase the subdivision. So hit Ctrl D to increase subdivision to 6 million to 24 million. So this is what I'm gonna be ended up, I guess. Then I will go back to my subdivision 1, and I'm gonna polygroup it because I have polygroup heavy UV on every area. So if I go UV group, I'll group with the UVs. It gives a different polygroup based on the UV shell. So I will hold Shift and then click the mesh, and it's gonna isolate based on the polygroup that I just made. So click it again, and then it's gonna be it's gonna show everything else. So I will hide everything except mousepad, and then I check group visible so I can make a single group, and then hold Ctrl Shift and then drag this out, and it's gonna invert the visibility. So I will also group visible. Then I will have only two groups. One is mousepad, one is outside. So I'm gonna mask this out. So this inner mouse gets masked out, and now I will do a project. And one more thing before I do, I'm gonna store the morph target to current test. Well, there's no detail at all, but at least I have a more clean mouse. So I will store this as my morph target, and then I will go back to subdivision 1 and start projection. Make sure the mask is still there. Create project all and check whether there's any issue or not. And then increasing the subdivision, and then create again. So keep doing it. There's even if I have mask, but there's still area that have some issue which I can fix with the multi brush later. Okay, so I will do other projection. This is what I usually do from subdivision 1 to whatever subdivision I can go, rather than project to all the way to the highest level. So this is safer, so less artifact. Okay, and I guess 4 or 5 should get all the details because source scope didn't have much of detail. And then from this point, I can compare the source mesh and then the current mesh. So if they look identical, there's no point to project anymore. So I guess they're quite close. So only difference is leap artifact. Okay, so I'm gonna delete my source mesh, like I'm getting confusion. And then this is the base mesh from now on. And then I can add all detail that I want because I have enough resolution everywhere now. So using more brush to bring back the this or the artifact. The projection is almost always have this kind of issue. So be prepared when you do the projection, be prepared to get some artifact. Actually, one thing I want to do right now is I will split the bottom bottom lip and separate UV shell so that I can easily select and isolate upper lip and then bottom lip. So let me go back to the subdivision 1. And then I will export it, but before I export, I'm gonna group visible, so I will lose the inner mouse back because GBrush have some issue with exporting. If you have a poly group and then you export as OBJ, it's gonna, I mean, most likely you will have broken mesh. Then import WB2. This is my new mesh that has a projection on. Okay, I'll temporarily split this part out. This way, I can easily isolate and then it will help me to sculpt the bottom of the lip or upper lip, I mean the outside of the bottom lip. So I'm gonna export this out again. Then import over. So this one should have split UVs. I go over UV. Now I have a separate chair here. And then I can do a group visible and then group visible. So now I have this one as single point group. If you do a group visible again, it's gonna keep changing the color. Sometimes this color is quite mixed up, so it's hard to tell which is which. Then just do a group visible again, while you only make it visible, so you can get some different color. It's only for, well, easy to check what you have. All right. Putting back my accessories, and then I'm gonna do a bit of sculpting around the lip. Also, it's pretty sharp. Again, this volume wasn't exist before, and then now it's there. So I need to do a bit of work, although we might not gonna see it much anyways, but still. Okay, so projection is done.